Consciousness, known as Vijnana in Buddhist philosophy, refers to the cognitive and experiential aspect of awareness. It is one of the 5 aggregate skandhas that make up the individual's experience of reality. Understanding the concept of consciousness is essential to grasp the nature of perception, the process of cognition, and the interconnectedness of all phenomena. Here are some key points to help understand consciousness Vijnana. 1. Definition. Vijnana is often translated as consciousness or discernment. It refers to the subjective aspect of awareness, the knowing or cognizing element of experience. It is the aspect of the mind that recognizes and distinguishes objects, both internally, thoughts, emotions, and externally sensory perceptions. 2. Interdependence. In Buddhist philosophy, consciousness is considered to be interdependent and arising in dependence on other factors. It arises due to the contact between sense organs, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and their respective objects, along with the presence of mental formations sankhara. This interdependence implies that consciousness does not exist as an independent and permanent entity. 3. 6 types of consciousness. Buddhism categorizes consciousness into 6 types, corresponding to the 6 senses. They are visual consciousness, eye consciousness; auditory consciousness, ear consciousness; olfactory consciousness, nose consciousness; gustatory consciousness, tongue consciousness; tactile consciousness, body consciousness; and mental consciousness, mind consciousness. 4. Storehouse consciousness. Within the Yogacara school of Mahayana Buddhism, an additional aspect of consciousness is introduced, known as the Alaya Vijnana, or storehouse consciousness. It is a foundational level of consciousness that carries the imprints of past experience and karmic tendencies. It is seen as the basis for the arising of individual consciousness in each moment. 5. Notion of no self. Buddhism emphasizes the notion of anatta, or no self, which extends to consciousness as well. According to Buddhist teachings, consciousness is impermanent, conditioned, and lacks an inherent self or essence. It arises and ceases based on conditions, and is not an unchanging entity. It is important to realize the selfless nature of consciousness to overcome attachment and ignorance. 6. Role in the 12 links of dependent origination. Consciousness plays a crucial role in the 12 links of dependent origination paticca samuppada. It arises in dependence on formations, sankhara, and is followed by the arising of name and form namarupa. This causal chain continues, ultimately leading to aging, death, and the cycle of rebirth. 7. Liberation from consciousness. In Buddhist practice, liberation involves strengthening the limitations of conditioned consciousness and realizing a state of ultimate freedom. This is achieved through the development of wisdom and insight, which leads to the direct experience of the nature of reality beyond dualistic perceptions. In summary, consciousness Vijnana in Buddhism refers to the cognitive and experiential aspect of awareness. It arises dependently on sense organs, objects, and mental formations. It is impermanent, conditioned, and devoid of an inherent self. Understanding the nature of consciousness is crucial for cultivating wisdom, realizing the selfless nature of reality, and attaining liberation from suffering.